multiplication of decimal numbers using 10, 100, 1000 and so on. Just you learn this segment. Here you could see 1.10 and the digit 10 should be 1.2 and the digit 10 should be multiplied. How can you multiply this decimal number and the digit 10? This method should be understood. Okay, the method is here. It can be seen the decimal point is between 1 and 2. Here you could see in 10 it is having 1 0. Here it is having 1 0 1 0 in 10. Here this decimal point could be seen between the digits 1 and 2. When it is multiplied, the decimal point, when it is multiplied, the decimal point goes to the right side, left side. If this is right side, left side, when you think of the decimal point, the decimal point goes to the right side, passing one digit. The reason here you could see it's having 1 0 in 10. So this decimal point comes here. So the answer is 12. Generally, we do not write this decimal point. That means the answer is 12. The answer is 12. The reason it's having 1 0 in 10, this decimal point comes to the right side, this side. Now you think of when it is multiplied, every time the decimal point goes to the right side. If this is the right side, this is the left side. So here you could see in 100 how many zeros? 2 zeros. The decimal point here, the decimal point comes to the right side, passing 1 2. The reason 2 zeros. You could see here 2 zeros. So the answer should be equals to 1272. The decimal point can be written here. Generally, we do not do that. 1272. You think of this one. 15.27 is multiplied by 10. Now, here 1 0, the decimal point here. So, the decimal point goes to the right side, passing one digit. The reason in 10 having 1 0. So decimal point is coming to between 2 and 7. So the answer is 152.7. Okay. Next segment. Division of decimal numbers using 100, 10, 1000 and so on. Think of this one. 5.2 over 10. 5.2 over 10. Now, here is the decimal point. In 10, how many? When it is multiplied, decimal point goes to the right side. When it is divided, the decimal point goes to the left side. Okay. Now, when it is divided, this decimal point comes here. So, here 0.52. Here you should write 0. So, the answer, when it is divided, 5.2 using the digit 10, the answer is 0.52. This one, 62.95 is divided by 10. What is the answer? 62.95. What is the answer? Here you could see the decimal point. It comes to the left side. So here between 6 and 2. The reason in 10 it's having 1 0. So the answer is 6.295. You think of this sum. You think of this one. 0.15 is divided by 10. Then what is the answer? What is the answer? Decimal point here, it comes here. So the answer 0.015. Here the answer you put here, you should write here 0. So 0.015 is the answer. This one, 0.15 is divided by 100. Then what is the answer? What is the answer? This decimal point comes to the left side, passing 2 digits. Here you could see 2 zeros. 1 2. So here 0 0 1 2 point. Decimal point was here. So 1 2. Then the answer 0.0015. Next part. Now you can, after learning these sums, I think you will be able to do the sums given in the textbook related to this lesson. I think so, right? Very carefully these segments should be understood. Okay, next part. This decimal point 0.2 is given. You have to convert this decimal point. There are 2 questions. You have to convert this decimal number into a fraction. After that, that fraction should be simplified. That fraction should be kept in the simplest form. Number 1, let's convert this decimal number into a fraction. You know that this is equals to 2/10. This is the answer for the first part. Firstly, it's given this 0.2 to convert into a fraction. We have done it. Number 2, you have to simplify. This fraction should be kept in the simplest form. Let's do that. 2/10. How do you simplify this fraction? How do you do this one, right? In the simplest form. You could see 2 is a multiple of 2, 10 is a multiple of 2. Therefore, both sides are divided by 2. Divided by 2. So 2/2 1, 10/2 5. So the answer is 1/5. This fraction, this decimal number, the decimal number 0.125. First question, this one should be converted into a fraction. 125 over 1000. How do you convert this? How do you put this fraction in the simplest form? How do you convert this fraction into a simplest form? 125 is a multiple of 25. 1000 is a multiple of 25. 125 upon 25, 3. 125 is divided by 25. So 3, 125. 1000 is divided by 25. In 100, how many 25 times? 4. This 0 should be written here. So the answer is 3 over 40. 3 over 40. Next part, multiply these values. 5.143 is multiplied by 3. How do you do this one? 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 4, 12. Remain this one. 3 times 1, 3. 3 plus 1, 4. 3 times 5, 15. Next one. 9.734 is multiplied by 7. 7 times 4, 28. Remain these 2. 7 times 3, 21. 21 plus 2, 23. Put 3. Remain these 2. 7 times 7, 49. 49 plus 2, 51. You have to write here 1. The remainder is 5. 7 times 9, 63. 63 plus 5. This 5. 68. So the answer is 68.138. Next part. After learning these lessons, these sums, you will be able to do all the sums given in the textbook. This one, 11.1 is divided by 3. Divided by 3. 11.1. 11.1. Let's divide. In 11, how many 3 times? You know, in 11, how many 3 times? 3 times 1, 3. 3 times 2, 6. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 4, 12. That one cannot be taken because 12 is greater than 11. So 3 times 3, 9. 11 minus 9, 2. Yeah, point. In 21, how many 3 times? 7. 3 times 7, 21. So the answer is 3.7. Okay.